Welcome to my madness, ladies and gentlemen. Today we're going to be taking a look at my personal top 10 Marvel Legends of 2024. Now, what are the stipulations I put in place for this particular list? Well, it has to be a Marvel Legend, and it has to have come out in 2024, and I have to have liked it enough to actually purchase the thing. And then once I got it, thought it deserved to be on this list. That's it. Pretty simple, pretty straightforward. Not much else to go on other than that. So let's just go ahead and jump right in to the top 10 Marvel Legends of 2024.
Excelsior!
All right, and in at number 10, we have got the final swing suit Spider-Man from Spider-Man No Way Home. And look, this is not a phenomenal Spider-Man figure as far as articulation or anything like that, but just that beautiful classic Spider-Man suit design showing up on screen and getting what I feel is a pretty damn good representation of that screen suit in plastic 6-inch scale form. It just looks great. I love it. I'm a huge Spider-Man fan. What can I say? Probably a little bias showing through here, but ultimately I just really like this figure. May not be everybody's choice, but for me, it definitely deserved to be on this list.
Excelsior!
And at number 9, we have a figure that outside of the head is just a bunch of reuse and really only a couple of colors slapped together, but damn it, I don't know what it is about this thing, but I love Jack-o'-lantern. I just think it is a cool figure. I love the head sculpt. I love the metallic paint on the torso. And yeah, I know it's simple. There's not a lot going on here, and I can't really explain it, but I just love it. I think it looks fantastic. I think they did a great job. Very simple figure, but it just really evokes the character. And there's just, I don't know what it is, just something about it that just really speaks to me in some way, shape, or form that I have just enjoyed staring at this figure ever since I purchased it.
Excelsior! Oh.
And at number 8, we have the new X-Men 97 Nightcrawler. And yes, there's a lot of reuse going on here from the previous Nightcrawler that we had, other than just a new head sculpt. But as somebody who didn't get a chance to get that previous figure, and I think there's a lot of us out there, getting a chance to get a good classic Nightcrawler was just absolutely needed, necessary, and essential if you love X-Men. And I am so happy to have gotten it, and I think a lot of you guys out there are as well. And really the only down thing I can say about it is that I wish it came with a bendy tail, but it doesn't. Either way, I still love it and think it absolutely deserves to be on this list.
Excelsior!
And at number 7, we have Cable in his Marvel vs. Capcom getup, which has also made some appearances in the comic and in the new X-Men 97. And is it perfect? No. Is it just a lot of colored plastic and not much paint? Absolutely it is. But I'll tell you one thing, look at the shine on that arm. It looks fantastic. It's a great head sculpt, and yes, simplistic X-Men costume design, but damn it, it works. And he comes with a couple of great accessories with those guns right there. Damn it, I love this figure. It's a really solid Cable figure. They did a fantastic job. It's simple, but it's to the point. It definitely evokes the character. There's not really much else to say about it. It just works for a good Cable figure, especially if you're a Marvel vs. Capcom fan.
Excelsior!
Now, in at number 6, even though I am not a fan of the storyline where Captain America becomes a Hydra agent, there is just, for me, no denying this is a fantastic figure. Great sculpt, great paint, great execution on this figure. I think it just looks phenomenal. And I can kind of put aside that this is supposed to be the bad guy version of Captain America and just enjoy it for being a kind of cool, modern, very interesting take on the Captain America costume, especially with that shield. I love the classic shield design. I think it looks great, and as a Captain America fan, I love it.
Are you Tony Stank?
All right, and of course, we've got to get to number 5, where we put on this list the figure that I think is going to be on a lot of people's top 10 list this year, and that, of course, is She-Hulk. A good classic John Byrne era She-Hulk. This thing is just fantastic. It has been a long time since we got a good classic She-Hulk, and this thing is 10 times the figure that previous one was from, what, about 10 years ago now? This thing's phenomenal. Great color, great sculpt, head sculpt, hair sculpt looks fantastic. It looks like it came off a cover of Sensational She-Hulk, and I absolutely love this thing 100%.
That is hilarious.
And in at number 4, we have Movie Edition Colossus. Deadpool movies specifically, but I'll be damned if this thing doesn't work for just about any version of Colossus. Yes, for a comic book version, his upper torso could be a little bit bigger, but damn it, he still stacks up really well with all of my comic book figures in my collection. He looks fantastic. He looks phenomenal. The sculpt is amazing, and the way that the silver on this figure just absolutely shines looks magnificent. They did a great job on this one. Very, very happy to get this one in my collection. I knew I was going to like it from the minute it was denounced, but I didn't know I was going to like it this much, because damn, it is a fantastic figure. If you don't have this one yet and you're an X-Men fan, this is definitely one you have to pick up.
Well, Stan, we all have to grow up sometime, I suppose.
And at number 3, something that just screams nostalgia from my childhood, and that of course is Crystar, pulled right from the pages of the saga of Crystar, reminding me of the old school Remco action figures I used to have as a kid, but just kind of blown up into 6-inch form with more detail and better articulation. Man, when they announced this thing, I got really excited, and I gotta tell you, when I got it in hand, I was not disappointed at all. First off, I love the character, I loved the old comics, I love the old toys, and I am just a big fan of translucent action figures, and this thing is all translucent except for the gloves, the crotch, and the boots. He is all see-through and looks absolutely gorgeous. I'm just surprised that Marvel Legends actually made this figure and had the rights to make this figure, and I hope to see more like this in Marvel Legends.
You know, I guess one person can make a difference.
And at number 2, we have Marvel Legends Scarlet Spider. And this one kind of surprised me a lot, because when it got right down to it, I knew I was going to pick it up, but when I really got it in hand and took a look at it, damn it, if this isn't the best Scarlet Spider out on the market today. And when I say that, I'm even comparing that to the Mafex Scarlet Spider out there on the market. I think this thing is actually a better figure. Maybe not better articulation, but certainly better sculpt and just more comic book accurate in its look. I love this thing, and this is another one that I think is just going to end up on a lot of people's top 10. It's a phenomenal figure, not just for me as a Spider-Man fan letting my bias show, but just straight up across the board. This thing just absolutely knocks it out of the park. Marvel Legends did a great job on this, and I'm very, very happy to have it in my collection.
Enough said.
And of course, no surprises here. In at number 1, we've got the deluxe edition of Death's Head, the original Death's Head. And for anybody that has watched my videos, you know this is no surprise. I mean, I'm gonna be real honest with you guys. When I saw the promo photos for this thing, I was like, man, that's probably going to be my number 1 this year. That's probably going to be the one that I fall in love with the most, and it did not disappoint. When I got it out of the package, it was even better than I thought it could be. It blew me away. I've been waiting for a 6-inch scale version, or really any version of this figure, for a really, really long time. I was a huge fan of Death's Head back in the day. I read all the Marvel UK series, and I just wanted this in plastic form for a really, really long time. And I'm just really happy to get it. And hands down, without a doubt, this is absolutely my favorite Marvel Legends figure of the year.
Maybe what I'm doing isn't really unimportant. Maybe entertainment is one of the most important things, because there are so many bad things in the world that if you can entertain somebody for a while, it's a good thing. So I think I'm proudest of the fact that maybe some of the things I've done have entertained people.
Well, that is it, guys. There is my top 10 Marvel Legends of 2024. Hope you enjoyed it. And by the way, hope you enjoyed my little tribute to Stan Lee I threw in the video as well. Just felt like doing something special. Stan Lee, if you're out there somewhere, a lot of us out here miss you. So just wanted to throw that out there, especially since, hey, most of us probably wouldn't even know who these characters were if it wasn't for Stan the Man Lee. All right, so there you go. Anyway, let me know in the comment section down below what you think of this list. Let me know what some of your favorites are, and hopefully some of you guys out there are going to throw up some videos yourself of your personal top 10. One of my favorite times of the year is to sit here and watch everybody's top 10 lists, so I hope you guys do. Hope you throw lots of videos together so I've got lots of entertainment to enjoy over the holiday season. So that is it, guys. I appreciate you watching as always, and always remember to enjoy your collection.